The way we build apps is undergoing a complete transformation. Forget the old command lines. Forget the patched-on AI extensions in your favorite IDE. There's a new player in town, the Agentic Development Environment. It's a mouthful, but it's also a massive leap in how humans and AI collaborate. And today, you're about to see how that works by building a real, working app from scratch. What makes this different? This isn't just another type something, get an app gimmick. And it's definitely not the same as stacking AI onto VS Code or running tools like Copilot. No, this environment is built from the ground up with a specific mission. Humans and AI working in unison as equals in the workflow. And the best part? We're not just doing this for the fun of it. The project is real. The app is a companion tool for an upcoming AI book, launching in early 2026. The book helps newcomers get their first taste of AI, and the app brings those prompts directly to their browser. A digital sidekick to go along with the reading. Before writing a single line of code, the setup is surprisingly painless. The tool at the heart of this workflow is Warp. Download it on Windows or Mac, log in with GitHub, and you're basically ready. No endless installations, no juggling multiple keys, no friction. But setup isn't just about installing software, it's also about choosing how to think. You can brainstorm inside Warp itself, keeping the entire workflow self-contained. Or, if you're more comfortable, you can run part of the process in ChatGPT. Getting into ideas. Every app begins with a spark, and in this case, the brainstorming happened in GPT-5 Pro. The first step was talking, feeding in a loose idea about a companion app. No rigid instructions, just the concept. Keep it simple, make it visual, and give users the ability to grab book prompts inside a web app. This open-ended style lets the AI surprise you. Instead of dictating every detail, you let the model propose different directions, sometimes ones you wouldn't think of yourself. And it did. It returned with multiple ways the app could be delivered. A static web app, a Notion integration, or even an Obsidian plugin. Alongside those came creative twists, modular add-ons, and automation hooks. Narrowing it down. After brainstorming comes decision time. The winner was a static web app. No back-end complexity, no logins, just a clean and direct experience. They found they needed 3 must-have features. A dice roll button to randomize prompt fields for fresh inspiration. Tone and style presets matched from the book. A markdown export option for people who want to integrate prompts into workflows or automation. It was simple, elegant, and most importantly, useful. Turning ideas into blueprints. Once the brainstorming stage wrapped up, the prompt was pushed into GPT-5 Pro, and the output wasn't just a list of half-baked ideas, it was a comprehensive blueprint. The model laid out the technical stack, mapped the interface to match the mock-up provided earlier, and broke down the data flow for everything from chapter selection to dice roll randomization. It even defined a schema for handling prompts so they could be imported and exported as JSON files, ensuring bulk management would be simple. On top of that, it mapped the logic for tone presets, preview generation, and markdown export. Instead of a vague suggestion, you are given a structured foundation, something you could paste directly into the build environment and start executing. The build begins. With the blueprint in hand, the transition to building was almost frictionless. The plan was copied into Warp, and the environment spun up a brand new project immediately. The AI lined up a sequence of tasks, scaffolding the project, installing dependencies, generating the necessary files, and requested approval before running each one. This meant every command could be reviewed before execution, offering the safety net of a senior developer double-checking the work. Because GitHub integration was built in from the start, every change was versioned automatically. Breaking something didn't mean starting over, it just meant rolling back to a previous commit. Unlike traditional setups, there was no need to manually install Git, configure repositories, or manage external keys. Everything happened within Warp's unified environment. And once the agent finished setting up, it launched a development server and opened the app in the browser, ready for inspection. The effect was striking. The guardrails of an experienced engineer were paired with the speed and consistency of an AI agent. First impressions of the app. When the first version of the companion app launched in the browser, it was clear that the foundation was solid. On the left, the chapters were laid out in a tidy sidebar, exactly as planned. On the right, the main workspace displayed prompts and allowed users to interact with them. The dice roll button, a small but clever feature, worked seamlessly, instantly generating randomized variations to spark new ideas. Functionality-wise, nothing was missing from the initial requirements. But design isn't just decoration. It's part of how people connect with a tool. And that's where version 1 fell short. The layout worked, but it lacked character. The interface was too plain, almost sterile, with muted colors and no visual personality. It felt like a proof of concept rather than something users would want to keep open on their screens. For a book companion that's supposed to invite exploration and creativity, the aesthetics mattered as much as the features. The next step was obvious. It needed a redesign. Refining the experience. This is where Warp's agentic workflow showed its biggest advantage. Instead of scrolling through terminal logs or diff files, improvements could be tracked in real time. Every change the AI made, whether adding, removing, or rewriting code, was highlighted and presented clearly, making iteration feel less like guesswork and more like guided collaboration. The first adjustments were practical, hiding dynamic fields and example sections that cluttered the interface. With a single request, those elements disappeared, leaving a cleaner workspace. Then came the transformation in style. By pasting in a screenshot of Warp's own website, the developer handed the AI a visual reference. From there, the environment reskinned the app to reflect that same sleek, minimal aesthetic. The result was immediate and dramatic. What had been flat and uninspiring just moments earlier now looked intentional. Modern fonts, thoughtful spacing, and sharper contrasts gave the companion app a professional edge. This wasn't a complete rebuild, it was a refinement layered directly on top of working functionality. Suddenly, the app wasn't just useful, it looked like something worth using. The magic of control. What separates Warp from traditional AI coding tools is the level of transparency it gives you. In most CLI-based workflows, once you approve a change, the details vanish into an endless feed of commands. If the AI overreaches, say, modifying a section of the interface you never asked it to touch, you'd often be left piecing together what went wrong or rolling back to an earlier version. Warp changes that dynamic. Every adjustment is surfaced clearly, with side-by-side comparisons of what code was added, removed, or altered. That makes it easy to keep the AI on task, approving the parts you want while rejecting anything off course. Instead of handing over the steering wheel, you remain in the driver's seat, with the AI acting more like a co-pilot. This control extends to how you manage your workspace. Warp allows you to open multiple windows and run changes in parallel, which means you can experiment with different design tweaks or feature edits simultaneously without fear of losing track. Each thread of work is tracked, versioned, and clearly presented, so even when the build branches in different directions, it's still manageable. The end result feels less like wrestling with an unpredictable assistant, and more like collaborating with a disciplined teammate who keeps a detailed log of everything they do. Wrapping the build. After tightening up the workflow, it was time to polish the final details. The dice roll button, originally buried in the interface, was repositioned to make it easier to find and use. Preview titles were cleaned up to display more clearly, ensuring the output was easy to read at a glance. The formula section, where the core of how prompts were assembled, was given extra emphasis so it stood out visually, anchoring the app's functionality in a way that matched its purpose. With those refinements in place, the app shifted from a rough draft to something that felt complete. It wasn't loaded with extras yet. There were no privacy policies, no extended libraries of prompts, and no social integrations, but the essentials were solid. Users could browse chapters, generate randomized prompts, adjust tone and style, and export results in Markdown. For a version 1 build, it was stable, functional, and visually appealing. The framework was set, and future features could be layered on without starting over. The foundation wasn't just finished, it was ready for real-world use. Why this matters. This wasn't just about making a companion app. It was about showcasing a new kind of workflow, one where AI isn't a background tool or a code completion gimmick. It's a partner. Warp proves that development environments can evolve, blending the precision of CLI tools with the accessibility of visual editors. And yes, it's available right now for Windows, Mac, and Linux. For anyone ready to experiment with the future of building.